Hey, this is Ryan from Ground Up Websites, and this is my website roast automation. And what I'm using this for is a lead magnet to attract new customers by basically offering to roast their website brutally for free. They will fill out a form that gives me their name and email and website. And what this automation does is it analyzes their homepage and tears it to shreds with AI and then sends them an email report showing them how bad it is and how to fix it. This is step 1 of 3. This first part is about the SEO, talking about what keywords are on the page, how to SEO optimize their page better. Then step 2 will be about what content is on the website. So I'll pull down and look and see if they have all of their services. I'll look to see if they have their phone number listed. This is for local businesses. I'll look to see if their email is listed and everything about their business. Do they have a process? Do they have FAQs? Things like that that are important for high trust websites. And then step 3, I will look at the design of it. I'm going to take a screen capture of the website, have AI analyze the actual design and see if it looks nice or if there's too many things going on, and then give feedback on how to improve the design. So this is the first step, just about the SEO, and I'm going to walk you through it real quick. So I'm triggering, let me make me smaller. I'm triggering this automation to begin with a basic trigger, which if you don't know, that just lets you put in a couple of variables. And that makes it easy to test. But in production, what I would do is I'd probably make a type form. You can use Google Forms. There's a bunch of different forms you can use. You can even use a form from a WordPress website that collects name, email, and website. And once that form is submitted, it will send a webhook over to here and begin the automation. But for testing purposes, I've just input some information. So I am going to be roasting my friend's website who has a general contractor website. I just put in my own name, my own email for testing purposes, and then these are the construction services that he offers. So these are the 4 inputs I'm taking, and this should be enough to roast the website. So after this runs, I'm going to go ahead and move these out of the way. These are for later. After this runs, this will scrape his website down into just raw HTTP. It's going to parse this, sorry, I said HTTP, HTML. It's going to parse the HTML to text, and then I'm going to input that text into ChatGPT. Now, it wouldn't be a roast if it was really, really nice when it output the information. So I set it up to be quite harsh. I'm imagining kind of a Gordon Ramsay-esque roast here. And this is the prompt I'm using. So this says, you're a mean, harsh website analyst. You speak truth no matter, you speak the truth and do not pull punches. Always be harsh even when saying helpful or positive things. Then I'm having it, I'm giving it the message to scrape. This is the scrape of the website, and I pull down the text from the parser. These are the services this company offers. This is the owner's name. Give me in-depth feedback on the content of this page solely on the topic of SEO. And then I'm giving it just detailed instructions how I want it to format this roast and what topics I need it to cover in SEO. Now this is not completely in-depth. I think if I made it fully in-depth, I could have it done in maybe like 3 pages of information. I have a feeling most of the people that are going to fill this out won't want 3 pages of information. Even though that would be much more valuable to them, I think they want something quick and easy and actionable. And so this is set up to give them just that. Now, if I were to make it more in-depth, I would make multiple versions of this node right here. I would do paragraph by paragraph, and I would combine all of the paragraphs at the end and send all of the paragraphs in one email. Then lastly, I'm just sending the email. I have my subject line as fixed, or I could have GPT create me a subject line. It says, your website is disgusting. I'm a robot and I still almost threw up. And right now it's just outputting the actual result. But what I would like it to do, what I'll have it do in the future, is I'll pull in these 2 modules, which will add the roast / the helpful SEO content to a Google Doc. inside of a Google Drive, and it'll update the permissions for those. And then it will send the email, and it will attach the Google Doc as an attachment in your email. And that setting is right here, add an attachment, and you can add the Google Docs as your attachment as well. So let's go ahead and run this. So real quick, this is the website that I am roasting today. There's not much content here, so I don't know how well it will do for the SEO content. Normally I'd like to have a lot more content to roast, but it should be fine. And maybe in this example, when I do complete step 2 and 3, the step where it looks at what this is missing will be a much longer section where it says, hey, you don't talk about your processes and procedures, you don't talk about the company as a whole, the owner as a whole, you don't talk about the services that you offer on the homepage, you don't have the photos for those. So those will be in future. But let's go ahead and give this a run, and I'll show you what it outputs. Okay, it's finished, and here is the email that I got. So it says, your website's disgusting, I almost threw up. SEO keyword usage. SEO keyword usage of this website is abysmal. The aim is to ensure no one finds your website. Congrats, mission accomplished. Keywords are practically non-existent, making it impossible for search engines to accurately crawl your site and drive traffic to it. This isn't a website, it's an SEO disaster. Now I told you this is a roast, so hopefully that's not too harsh, but then I have 2 sections, basically, the cringe and how to fix it. So the cringe talks about, it pulls in specific details from the site and is basically just saying this is horrible misaligned header text, absence of geo-targeted keywords, nowhere does it specify what locations you serve, things like that. And then how to fix it. So let's patch up these glaring holes and turn this amateur hour into something search engines might actually respect. Rework this with keyword-rich content, change to transforming spaces with precision for your commercial and residential needs. So that was pulling in from when I gave it these services, commercial construction and residential remodels. Southwest Florida, so we're adding the location, building contractor specializing in commercial construction, residential remodels, ground up building, and hurricane relief projects. Okay, so good, it reworded that for you. And then the summary here says, if you follow these corrections, you'll start to crawl out of your current SEO hellhole. Want more customers? Stop being lazy and implement these insights. Start using relevant, non-duplicative content with targeted keywords, and maybe, just maybe, search engines will start taking you seriously. So this automation is excellent for a lead magnet, especially if I finish it and have like a 3-page, 4-page, 5-page report and go into detail about everything they need to fix. I also have considered when I create my form, if I should give an option for how severe you want the roast to be. I'm assuming some people will be offended by it, but that's okay. And some people will like the severity of the roast. So this is how this works. Only thing you should swap out is swap out the basic trigger for whatever form you like to use. Same inputs, name, email, services. You can take more if you think that your customers will fill out that information. And yeah, that's it.